Hello, this is Hannah Foster, and I am the discussant for Chapter 13 Designing High Sensation Value Messages for the Sensation Seeking Audience. Some of the main points that I gathered from this chapter and from watching Mary's presentation is how to reach sensation seeking audiences, design effective messages for those audiences, and effectively target a specific audience when it comes to sensation seeking audiences. Questions about the content that I had. Is sensation seeking something we should pay more attention to? In Mary's presentation, um, I read the fact that people that are sensation seeking or high sensation seeking are at high risk for certain things like drug abuse, violence, um, sexual assault type instances, etc. So I guess my question is, because they are at risk for that kind of thing, are they the type of people that we need to pay more attention to make sure that they are making the right decisions and making sure that they're safe? My other question was, what are the chances of sensation seeking transcending into adulthood? Mary mentioned in her presentation that sensation seeking people, um, they tend to have these characteristics when they're adolescents, and it kind of weans off as they get older. I just want to know, what are the chances that, they could have this type of behavior um, as high sensation seeking when they're, adolescents, when they're teens, and it kind of follows them into their adulthood. Um, what are the chances of that happening, and how could it possibly affect their lives? Some interesting points that I gathered from Mary's presentation. Sensation seeking may be inherited. I had no idea that a behavior such as sensation seeking um, could be kind of a trait that somebody can pass down to their children. I had no idea, so I thought that was pretty interesting. The other thing that I found interesting about Chapter 13 is the challenge of designing messages for high sensation seekers. What I read in the chapter and from watching Mary's presentation is that um, in order for um, the messages for sensation seeking people um, to be effective, they have to be constructed in a way that is directly geared towards those people. What I read in the book is that it is a challenge because, you know, it's easy to understimulate those types of people. So it's important to have as much information as possible and to, um, and to, keep them interested. Positive element about Mary's presentation, it was very informative. She did a super great job with all the information that she included about the chapter. It was very clear and organized. Um, it flowed really, really well. So I wasn't confused at all as to where, things were going or how things were happening. I also really liked that she added a personal touch to some of her slides that she had. And what I mean by that is she had some personal stories um, and experiences that she went through regarding sensation seeking people. Ways to strengthen the presentation. The only thing that I noticed is she didn't have any visuals. Visuals are a super great way to really engage the person watching the presentation. Not that I wasn't, but visuals can be a really great way to increase that. Question for everyone. Is there anyone you know that falls under the category of sensation seeking? If so, what are some of the ways you could be a positive advocate. And what I mean by that is, what are some of the ways that you could go about designing certain messages when communicating with them, when it comes to health services and whatnot, and how we can better help them understand what is being communicated to them. Something interesting and new that I learned, the interesting aspect of this presentation was the fact that sensation seeking may be an inherited trait. And something new, the term sensation seeking. To be completely honest, I had never heard the term sensation seeking or high sensation seeking before I took this course. So it was really cool to learn about that behavior and a different approach to health communication, and Mary did a great job of that. Thank you.